Yes, I can see your presentation. Please open your camera.
Yes, okay. You can see.
Perfect. I can see you. You can start anytime you want.
Okay. Hello. My name is Claudia Jojoa, and I hope that you are very well. Now I am going to talk about advantage and disadvantage of technology. Um, Technology refers to the collection of tools that make it easier to use, query, manage it, and exchange information. And the development of high technology has helped to conquer communication barriers and reduce the gap between people around the world. Far places have become closer each time, and consequently, the pace of life has increased. Oh my God. Advantage. Um, Undoubtedly, technology in general has been a tool that has rapidly transformed the daily social life of human beings in a mainly positive way. However, we must not ignore some shortcomings that society has been when using all should not be ignored resource that are immersed within the great field of technology. Um, oh my God! Definitely, thanks to technology, human beings have been able to access countless and countless resources. For instance, in the educational fields, thanks to technology, I have been able to carry out my studies and gradually fulfill one of my biggest dreams, to be an English teacher. So, thanks to the internet, we today can access a lot of information and in instantly, which is very important. Thanks to technology too, we can communicate with our friends and loved ones quickly. And and now some disadvantage. Um, on the other hand, the rapid development of new devices encourage consumerism, and excessive use also has perse- persecution on health, such as a visual stress, insomnia, deaf fears, or obesity, among others. Finally, spending so much time browsing on our cell phones and tablets disconnects us from what is going on around us and affects our relationship with other person, with our family. So, from my point of view, this resource does not have many disadvantages. The disadvantage is generated by us when we use the technology tools. For example, we must control the time when we use each of technology device. However, I must say that technology uh, does not generate much or a lot of confidence in me when using my personal data, like ID or message. among others, or making for such online due to the security issues, since I don't have much experience, but it is a very useful resource that generates good generate good results. And for instance, or for example, in this time of pandemic for COVID-19, when many of us do not want to leave our house, to make long lines to pay the bills, I can do it from my house with electronic payments. And so for fairness, the use of technology is immeasurable and will continue to change based on the demands of the people and the market. How we use in determines whether, sorry, it is good or bad, useful or harmful. And technology itself is neutral, but we are the ones who make it good or bad based on how we use it. Okay, this is all. Thanks for listening.
Okay. I have one question for you. Did you finish?
Yes, I finished.
Okay. Which one concept do you agree with the disadvantage or advantage of technology? What to
Yes,
but,
can you hear
okay.
me?
And why?
Why I agree. I agree with this technology, but I consider that the use, we must control the time when you use this device. But it is a tool, or the it is very important. This for world, for world in general is the important the technology.
Okay, Miss Betancourt, good evening. I had one question for you. I would like to know that since you already said that we have to control the time that we spend on these technological devices and all that stuff, I want to know, like, what would it be the tool that you used in order to control how much time do we spend on technology or using technology?
About the control time with all the device. Sorry,
Yeah,
but yes.
I was trying to ask you that what would it be like the tool that you would use in order to control the time that we spend on technology?
Uh, Principally, I think that the cell phone. I understand these questions. Yeah, it it got my answer, or I don't understand the question. I want to say that I spend a lot of time with my cell phone, but I control my time with this device, because I I have other thing for me. Yes, or no?
Okay, but how do you control your time? What kind of tools do you use?
Uh, because I understand it's for my health, um, because I know that I must control the time, because I can stress me, and because I know that is necessary, but uh, but I must control it, because it can difficult for this. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Betancourt, for your answer.
I am Miss Jojoa.
Miss Jojoa. I am Miss Betancourt.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez.
Thank you so much, my teachers. That happens all the time, Luis Carlos. That happens all the time. Don't worry.
Thank you, thank you. I will try to remind that.
Just wait that you are going to be in a classroom with 50 students where 20 are Miley's or Sharon. That's very difficult because you find that all the students in 6th or 7th degree, all of them are Hannah or Miley or Sharon. So that's very difficult. But okay, here we only have 3 people and you got confused. That's very funny. Thank you so much. Miss Jojoa, I don't know what to think. Because when you were making your presentation, you were trying to control yourself a lot. And you started reading your presentation. But when, okay, perfect. But when you started answering the questions, you sound more confident. And I could hear your real voice. Why did you start reading the whole presentation? We have worked a lot of this semester on your confidence. So that was kind of sad. Claudia. Well, what can I say? You were reading almost the whole presentation, so I have no opportunity to check in the reality what is your grammar, your vocabulary, your pronunciation, because you were speaking so slow, you were reading, so it was very hard, this exercise. Well, talking about pronunciation, be very careful with silent E. Remember, when you have an E at the end of the word, you don't pronunciate. You said something like manage. I don't remember the way you did it, but I think you made a mistake with create and manage. Also, you use your Spanish intonation when you try to say some words. For example, message. Talking about grammar, I noticed one mistake. And it was when you were trying to say in our house. I don't know if you were talking about your family, because in that case it's correct. All of you live in the same house. But if you say in our houses, okay, that maybe was the intention of your answer. Please go back, watch the video, watch yourself speaking, watch yourself trying to control yourself and how that affects you in your speaking. Try to compare yourself with other encounters and find how fluency was affected today as you were reading most of the time. So it was easier to understand a lot of things because you were reading, we can follow the reading, but my recommendation, trust in yourself, in your abilities, Claudia. We have talked about this. Thank you so much. I am going to stop the recording and we are going to continue with Ms. Betancourt.
Okay, teacher, thanks.